On the dash around the first turn and railing right up on the inside of Spring Secret now. And Spring Secret from New South has gone to the front. 2 or 3 lengths clear. Smack well up around the outside. Getting up in the rails. Bombastic Shiraz. They were followed then by Kilda Sandy. Spirit of Well. Further back, Bounty Glass come to chase. Petite Vado. Bombastic Shiraz exploded around the outside and hit the lead in the cup now. Bombastic Shiraz race clear. 2 lengths Bounty Glass. Third is Spring Secret. Followed by Come to Chase. A gap then to Smack well up. They were followed by Petite Vado and Kilda Sandy amongst the tail enders. It's the Favourites Cup, Bombastic Shiraz. Number 1, Bombastic Shiraz for the Cairns family. Takes the big one, the Group 1 Schweppes Melbourne Cup final in 29.83. 132, 132. Bombastic Shiraz about 230, 130. Bounty Glass around 260. 180 for Spring Secret. 515, 1904, 29.82. And this wonderful greyhound, Bombastic Shiraz by Black Shiraz from Bombastic Blonde. Raced by the Cool Country Syndicate. Darren, Kay, and David Cairns.
And Darren Cairns, the trainer, now 17 wins from 34 starts, 11 minors. Tracked the checks to the first turn, Spring Secret, posseed right behind it, has finished all over the top of it. 1, 3, 2 and 4, 5, 15, 1904, 29.82. Here's Paul now for race 7 at Dapto.
Way for race 7. Ready, set. Racing, Restless Moment began in a hurry. Roan's Hand the inside, got away well, followed by Smooth Alarm. On the inside was Cat's Cash. It ran out at the first turn. In bother there was Awesome Buddy, Nocturnal Lady, and the tail end of Bull Buddy down the back. And the leader, Restless Moments, got away to be 5 in front. Jones Hand is second. A minute away in third place, Smooth Alarm. Many lengths off to Cat's Cash. And the next one, Awesome Buddy and Corborn Pat. But around the corner, and the leader, Restless Moment, at no danger. Restless Moment for the money. Restless Moment by 3 or 4. Jones Hand second. Smooth Alarm ran third. Oh, a long gap to Cat's Cash, Corborn Pat, Awesome Buddy, Nocturnal Lady, and Bull Barley was one of the tail enders.
4 Restless Moment, 12.60, 2.40, 1 Joan Hand, 1.30, 5 Smooth Alarm, $4.60. Time 29.82, 29.82. It's 5.32, and the second split 17 and 17. 1, 3, 2 and 4, $236. And tonight's treble, 5, 3 and 1, $107.50. So 29.82, 515, 1904. Taking out the Schweppes Melbourne Cup final for 2003. Third trifecta, $179.50. Look, the 8th Adapto is going to run late. Tedesco Formal Wear higher, and 6 Big Bad Murray. It's a rating special over 1 Muscovy, 2 Kohler's Reward, 7 Prince Spartan, 6 a special, 1, 2 and 7. Big Bad Murray is the favourite, $2.70. 1 Muscovy at $3.60, 2 Kohler's Reward.
This Saturday, join us.
Taking place after the win of Bombastic Shiraz, and Sean Cosgrove, well known with The Price is Right. That's on another network. We don't watch it. But anyway, Sean, your Master of Ceremonies at Sandown Park. Their next event isn't due until 7 minutes after the hour. It's a 5th grade over the 5.15, the late scratching of 4 Barrio Boy. So we have this delay at Dapto, and an interesting interview coming up soon too. Matty Hill along, and he's in his element. He's interviewing the contestants for the Dapto Showgirl, a very prestigious award, and the Miss Dapto Showgirl. Some very lovely ladies representing the Dapto area, and we'll be linking up with Matt very shortly, if we can. So on their way to the boxes for the 9th event from Angle Park. So
Big Bad Murray's had the 7 starts for 5 wins. Can it make it number 6? It's short at 190, 470 Muscovy, and Kohler's Reward 490. Here's Paul Ambrosoli.
Ready and racing, Kohler's Reward and Big Bad Maury began in a hurry. They share the lead on, settling down with Kohler's Reward going to the front. Moving up on the outside is Allen's Victory. Muscovy, the fence, back in the field. Now would have been a Big Bad Linden, Hayville Storm. They mix down the back. Big Bad Maury on the inside, got to the lead. Coming after it, Muscovy, Albino Rocket. Next, Kohler's Reward, Allen's Victory. And they were followed by Big Bad Linden on the corner. Big Bad Maury, the leader. Muscovy is knuckling down to the task. It's Big Bad Maury in front as they hit the line. Whoa! Dead heat! Dead heat, Big Bad Maury, and on the outside, Muscovy, they're wide apart. Third in the event was Albino Rocket from Big Bad Linden, Hayville Storm, followed by Kohler's Reward, and Prince Spartan was one of the tail enders. Stand by for the photo. Big Bad Maury on the inside, and Muscovy on the outside in 30.08. 30.08 the time. From the naked eye, the one on the inside would have, you'd suggest, as one Big Bad Maury, but the other one's got the stride and on the line, and that has brought them together. When the judges called a halt, 6 the brown on the inside. Big Bad Maury lands the money. 6-1 and a 3. 6-1-3. Big Bad Maury first. Muscovy second. Albino Rocket third. Number 9 in fourth position. Big Bad Maury is by Jack Jr. out of Big Bad Francis, owned by the Concola Racing Australia, managed by Concola, and is trained by Pauline Moran of Londonderry. Muscovy won the red, M. Brown second, and 3 wide Albino Rocket. Arsenello in third position. Number 9 winding up in fourth. And for Superfecta players, 9, 2 and 8 are the numbers you require. 9, 2 and 8. That's the story of we've had a very exciting night of racing. There's another one. There'll only be a nose between them when they've hit the line. Here come the margins right now. The winning margin was ahead. It's bolted in, so it won by as far as it looked. Ahead by 1.5. Ahead by 1.5. 30.08 the time on race number 8.
A very lucky Matthew Hill, and he's interviewing the contestants for the Miss Dapto Showgirl of 2003.
Welcome back to Dapto, folks. Well, I can't actually believe that I'm being paid for this, but I've got Erin Cox on my right and Tanea Gilroy on my left to explain the Land Showgirl competition, which is currently taking place. And Erin, you're coordinating the Dapto division of this, so take us through what the Land Showgirl competition's all about.
Yes, Matt, this year I'm actually coordinator. It's a long process. I've actually gotten all 5 girls, only 4 could be here tonight. What we actually do is we get the 4 girls, they fill in an application form, then we select the best 4 or 5. This year we took all of them because there was just an exceptional amount of talent with all the girls. Then we judge them we have a judging competition which is on tonight. The girls are currently being interviewed. On Saturday night we had a public speaking competition at our Calcutta dinner, and in January we actually have the annual Dapto show, which is actually where the girls get finally judged on their participation at the show.
And then they end up at the Royal Easter Show, don't they? A couple of extra ones head to the Royal Easter Show in Sydney. So it's a very, very big competition. Of course, Erin also works for the Dapto Race Club, so she's been very busy. Tanea Gilroy, a competitor in this competition. Your family actually raced greyhounds, so you're no stranger to a greyhound track.
No, I'm not at all. My parents actually had a dog in the consolation final. Unfortunately, didn't run a place, but we do actually have a greyhound farm of about 40 greyhounds where we rear and breed greyhounds. I actually love greyhounds and it's a great experience. I've lived with them my whole life.
Are you confident you may be able to take this competition out, Tanea?
Oh, I don't know. I hope so. It's a good opportunity anyway. Good experience.
Good on you, Tanea. Good luck, and thank you for joining us as well, Erin. I just might duck off and have a beer right about now. Let's go, girls.
Yes, and the report from Dapto, no luck. The next event coming up from Albion Park, and the greyhounds are on their way to the boxes. Matt's still at the bar. The girls went in the different direction. The Irish Board Trophy is a Vestade over the 520. And Sweet Boy, 1 Hawkswell Bale, 5 Autumn Harvest, 2 Marcus Bale, 7, 1, 5 and 2. With the late scratching of Barry O'Boy, you've got Hawkswell Bale at 320, 3 Kilmany Assassin 370, 5 Autumn Harvest 580, 7 Bittersweet Boy 630, 8 Mr Frisbee $7.50. The selections from Ron in race 9, 7 Bittersweet Boy over 1 and 3, 7, 1 and 3. Thoughts of Ron for the 9th event from Sandown. So they're moving on to the track at Albion Park. The news regarding Dapto, the First four on the previous, 6, 1, 3 and 9, 745.20. Superfecta, 6, 1, 3, 9, 2, 8, $8,852. The next event coming up...
Barrio Boys scratching has made it interesting.
Yes, I've put number 3 here on top, Kilmany Assassin. It was a good run in the Terrelgan Cup Consolation in Best of the Day, dropping down in class also, and has had 25 starts here for 4 wins and 10 placings. An honest chaser, and the box should suit it tonight. The number 8, Mr. Frisbee, at his best, he goes very quick early. Form has been a little bit patchy prior to a good win at Shepparton, where he ran 24.75 in Best of the Night. Did solo trial round here, 2 starts back, and ran 30.44. Number 7, Bittersweet Boy, dropping down in class, a little bit slow early. Form has slipped a little bit, did run second in the Canberra Cup, and has had 11 starts here for 3 wins and 2 placings. And then number 1, Hawksville Bale, dropping down in class also, a little bit slow early. His strike rate here is not too good. He's had 18 starts for only 2 wins and 6 placings, but could be in with a chance from the red box. But number 3 to beat 8, 7 and 1.
Okay, 3, 8, 7, 1. Yeah, they're going to be running a shade late here at Sandown. They are about to parade.
Oh, what a tremendous race. It was a tremendous race, Dean. Thought for Spring Secret to miss the start and then come again. Bombastic Shiraz, well, what can you say? He just did everything right, or everything that he could do, and came down the outside. And then Bounty Lass, I thought she was another very good run. Smack Wallop got up there near the lead at one stage, but gee, it was just a tremendous final, and the best dog won on the night.
Yeah, well, 3 or 4 dogs have put their hand up for the top gun tonight. Bounty Lass, Spring Secret, and earlier, of course, Monsters Inc. They will be given strong consideration tomorrow.
Well, lucky for the trainers and owners of those dogs, but they're all worthy of it. It's just been like Monsters Inc. What time did he run? 29.64. Like, that was a tremendous run.
It's a bit hard to ignore.
Oh, it sure is, especially from box 5, and he's not known for his brilliant box manners, and he just did everything right, jumped to the front, and that was it. And then, of course, Bombastic Shiraz ran 29.82 coming from where he did. Some very good dogs to go around next week, I'm sure.
Righto, greyhounds are about to be boxed here for race number 9 as they move over behind the boxes, and the latest market, Hawksville Bale now at 360 and Kilmany Assassin at 370, Autumn Harvest at 580, 520 about Bittersweet Boy, and Mr. Frisbee, who's likely to make the early speed, at $6.70. Barrio Boy, the important late scratching, he would have started favourite. Very promising pup. Not sure the extent of whatever injury Barrio Boy has suffered, but let's hope he hasn't done too much damage. Okay, let's head back to Ronnie Hawksville. Race 9 coming up from Sandown.
Marcus Bale. Next team, they're almost set now. Box 4 vacant. Catella Bale, Mr. Frisbee. Barrio Boy late scratching earlier on this evening. Set to go. 3 and 2 of the 3 and 1 of the fancy runners here. Set. They're racing. Hawksville Bale again, okay. Kilmany Assassin showing speed. Out in the centre, Autumn Harvest out in a hurry, and Mr. Frisbee on the outside. Autumn Harvest, they found the front going to the back straight, railing through Kilmany Assassin. 4 lengths away. Going around the outside is Bittersweet Boy, and they were followed then by Marcus Bale. Hawksville Bale followed by Catella Bale and Mr. Frisbee. Coming off the back end, the leader Autumn Harvest, a length and a half clear. Kilmany Assassin at the outside is Bittersweet Boy running home well. It's Autumn Harvest, the leader from Bittersweet Boy, and Autumn Harvest by a length and a half to Bittersweet Boy. Kilmany Assassin third, Hawksville Bale, then Marcus Bale, followed by Catella Bale and Mr. Frisbee.
At Sandown, 5, 7 and 3, Autumn Harvest the winner, 5.30 and 1.90 over Bittersweet Boy and Kilmany Assassin, 5, 7 and 3. Race number 9, non-graded affair here at Dapto. It's for the sprinters, 290 metres over the scamper. Interesting race. It's between Wagamama and Creative as far as betting is concerned. Creative As into $1.50 now. It's at the 13 starts for 10 wins and 2 minor placings. It's hard to fold, isn't it? Was beaten 2 3/4 at Wentworth Park last time. Wagamama, 10 starts at Dapto for 4 wins. It's had the 1 start over the 290 here for a victory. I suppose the only little question mark against the name of Creative As is that it's having its first start at Dapto, but it is short. Number 8, Creative As, he can't fault its form. To beat number 2, Calypso Road, its form at Potts Park over the scamper has been good. 7, Wagamama and 4, Family First. So the late male numbers 8, 2, 7 and 4. Can Creative As continue on its winning way? We're going to head to the broadcast box now, and Paul Ambrosoli.
Yes, Matthew, it's very interesting. Of course, history has already been made here because there's been 3 track records broken here tonight. And there's a chance that number 4 is to go by the board. Wagamama is the record holder here at Dapto. The record has been broken in the 5, the 6 and the 700. So, now, hang on. Where am I? Let me think. Yeah, and the... I've got to think myself now. The 5, the 6 and the 700. And there's a chance now for this to go by the board. Green light is through. The bunny's on its way. They're about to jump. All set. Ready and racing. Wagamama missed it first away the inside Calypso Road. There goes Wagamama. Creative As on the outside, cut down next to inside Family First. Keno Tom. Creative As didn't get to the lead. Pushing up on the inside was Family First to head it off. Family First dashed away. It's too good. Upset. Family First won the money. Family First by 4. Wagamama may be second to nose in front of Calypso Road. Creative As, and it was the tail end of bar 1, and that of course was Keno Tom. 16.88. 16.88 is the time, and the record to Wagamama is 16.70. So Wagamama is the only greyhound to maintain the record. Wagamama, despite the fact she didn't win tonight. For the Blue is the winner. Family First is by Head Honcho out of Happy Landing, is owned by Morris Gilbert and trained by Jody Gilbert of Bringelly. Standing by for second and third, 16.88 the time. The records tonight, 29.23 to Junie Rel Tub in race number 2. We went to race 3, 34.85 to Corborn Claude. Then we ducked over to the staying event, and Donnie Darko lowered Restless Stan's record from 42.72 to 42.25, if you please. And that's why we were looking at Wagamama and Creative As, 2 of the best 300 sprinters that there are. They really are great. And tonight they haven't been able to get there. Family First has blown them away. 7 the Black. Wagamama has run second, with 2 the Czechs. Calypso Road in third position. Family First is the winner. Do we have the toad dividends here? They're moving up at Penrith. So let's have a looky here. Let's go for them right now. The winner of the race, number 4, Family First, 13.
10, 1, 4, 1 and 4, 7, 14, 10. Sandown, the sectionals, Autumn Harvest, 5, 17, 19, 16, the overall 29, 96, 29 and 96. It's all clear 5, 7 and 3. Britain successful with Autumn Harvest after the 9th event from Sandown Park. 6 and 7 all equal. 2, 3, 6 and 7. Bean Cooler $6.40, Beelheart Sunset at $4.80, Barnsley Bray at $5.60, Denise Bale $8.90, and 8 Brooklyn Rain the favourite $3.30. The Hawk in the last goes 3 Barnsley Bray to beat 8 and 2, 3, 8 and 2. Last at Sandown Park in around 5 minutes from now.
Those boxes at the moment.
It is quite loud. Race 10 here. It's been a great night. Number 2 here, Beelheart Sunset for me. Coming back in distance from the 550 metres at both Ballarat and Shepparton. Can begin. Probably will need to get clear to be a good chance in this. Has a good record here. 19 starts for 6 wins and 1 placing. A PB of 29.98. Like her to beat number 8, Brooklyn Rain, the much-travelled Brooklyn Rain, who's a good beginner. Has been racing well at Angle Park and does race well at this track. Has had 9 starts for 4 wins and 2 placings. Number 6, Nasty, won 3 on end back in October and November at various tracks. Has only had the 1 start here for a win. Ran a quite quick 25.41 at Ballarat a few starts ago. And then number 1, Bean Cooler, who's having its first red box for some time, which should help its chances. It's had 8 starts here for 2 wins and 2/3, but isn't overly reliable early. But number 2 to beat 8, 6 and 1.
Righto, 2, 8, 6 and 1. Runners approaching the boxes here at Sandown. We're going to quickly head out to Dapto and Matthew Hill with some news on the upcoming event.
Okay, Dean, thank you. Looks as though Kappa's having a terrific time down there in God's country. Next race here at Dapto over the 724 metres, second heat of the trophy. Let's have a look at the update for the next race on the card. And Shushla, who was the last start winner at Wentworth Park, is very short at 1.40, ahead of Beretta Betty at $5.10 and Poetic Passion at $6.60. Shushla won comprehensively for Jody Gilbert in town last start by 5 3/4. Poetic Passion, it's over the 100 start mark. It's had 107 starts for 14 wins and Beretta Betty at $5.10. I'm selecting number 2, Shushla, to beat number 1, Slick Dingaan. Well drawn there. 8, Poetic Passion, and 7, Double Record. 2, 1, 8 and 7. Dean Caparella, back to you at Sandown.
Thank you, Matt. Okay, at the boxes here at Sandown for the last, and interesting betting race with Billhouse Sunset now at $3.50 and Brooklyn Rain just easing out to $3.80 for the final event. They're about to move up, Simone. We'll be back here shortly to wrap up the night, but I've certainly enjoyed it. And you've had a bit to do with Billhouse Sunset.
Oh, we had her for a month back in October, and her trainer was going overseas, so it was good to have her. She had a win for us, and hopefully she can win again tonight.
All right, just about ready. Let's join Ronnie Hawkswell for the last.
360 Billhouse Sunset, 380 Brooklyn Rain in box 8. And the green light is there, and they're set to go for the last. They're boxed and ready to run. Set. Racing Brooklyn Rain on the outside began okay. Nasty and also Barnsley Bray was slow. Going out fast on the inside now. Being Curl led. Checked on the first bend there. Money Penny Rose lost ground. Went back abruptly. Going to the back end. Brooklyn Rain zoomed around the outside and took the lead. 4 lengths clear over Being Curl. Nasty to the outside runs on. Then came Barnsley Bray followed by Gilroy Barlin. A fair way back. Billhouse Sunset. Gilroy Barlin wide out. Denise Bale up to the turn. Brooklyn Rain the leader. Running on pretty well as Nasty, but Brooklyn Rain clear. Wins the last by a length to Nasty, and third on the inside there, Barnsley Bray from Bean Killer. Billhouse Sunset followed by Denise Bale. The last couple there, Gilroy Bale and Money Penny Rose. Number 8, Brooklyn Rain takes the last at about 4 even and 140. 6 Nasty second, around $3.20. And 3 Barnsley Bray to get third, around 180. Final race on the card, numbers 8, 6 and 3. 5, 24, 19, 34, 30 and 29. And the winner of the last, number 8, Brooklyn Rain. Brooklyn Rain, the winner, number 8, is by world title from Brooklyn Hayes. Jay Giuliano is the owner and Angela Modra the trainer. Number 6, Nasty second for trainer Jason Thompson. And third, number 3, Barnsley Bray, trained by Tom Daly. Winning margin, the winner scored by a length and a quarter, with 2 lengths between second and third. 1 1/4 by 2. The time for the last was 30 and 29. 5:24, 19:34. 5:24, 19:34, 30 and 29. Totes on the last. Winners paid 4 even and 140. 320 for second, 180 for third. 4 even, 140. 320, 180. Quinella 29.20. Exacta 39.70. Trifecta 166.60 in the last. Double 5 and 8. $35.10. The last, a length and a quarter by 2. 30 and 29. That wraps it up on the Melbourne Cup night. Bombastic Shiraz taking the big one, the Melbourne Cup, and the Boltrees Cup final going to Proven Adonna. So congratulations to all concerned. It's been a marvellous night racing and entertainment-wise here at Sandown. Hope you found a winner. On behalf of the team, our thanks to Paul Dole and also Craig Evans, our 2 callers from interstate who helped us out this evening by calling a couple of races on the program, doing a fantastic job, the boys, and they've enjoyed the night's racing. And of course, Paul's down for the Top Gun. The big race coming up at the Meadows. That's the next feature race. And in greyhound racing, let's have a look for the payout signal. All clear. 8, 6 and 3 on the final race from Sandown. On that note, I'll sign off and say very good night to you all and hand you back to all studios.
Terrific, Ron. Great job. Ron Hawkswell there from Sandown. 5:24, 19:34, 30 and 29. And all clear on the last event.
Thank you very much indeed, Rodney from Sky Racing. Appreciate the comment very much. The green light is through here for race 10. The bunny is on its way. They're about to jump. All set. Ready and racing. First away the inside. Slick Dingaan Shushla got away well, moving over Double Record, followed by Faithful Blue. On the inside, Beretta Betty, and the tail ender was Poetic Passion. Into the straight the first time as Double Record heading them up, and Double Record shot away. Well, there's been 3 records tonight. Double Record shows the way by 6 seconds. Shushla. They were followed by Beretta Betty. The inside as Shushla gives chase to Double Record down the back. 4 lengths away, fourth Slick Dingaan, Faithful Blue, and Poetic Passion can do no better. At the top corner, Double Record to 3 or 4, Shushla. Trying its heart out, Shushla. In third place, Beretta Betty coming again. Double Record the leader. Beretta Betty and Shushla can't get a Double Record in front and 1. Double Record a length and a half, Beretta Betty. Shushla third, 4 lengths away, Faithful Blue, followed by Slick Dingaan, and Poetic Passion was the tail ender. Double Record is the winner. 7 the black. Double Record first by Dal Aller out of No Way Gloria, and by John Sawyer, and trained by Carol Renke of Londonderry. For the blue, Beretta Betty. Tom Astbury second. To the checks, Shushla, Jody Gilbert in third position. Too Good For Them double record goes well here, where it's won 3 out of 10 prior to tonight, suited by the 724, and really was never going to get beaten. Try as the other pair did, they were just never really going to make it. They always looked as though they were, but you knew they just weren't going to get there. Number 5 has wound up in 4th position. Rodney, that's the story out of Dapto on race number 10. The 11th is scheduled for 10:50, my friend. Until race number 11, I'll hand it back to you in the studio.
Good on you, Paul. Thanks very much.
Will no doubt make the Top Gun next week. After that, he's not too sure. The dog's going for a break, but he may even be sent to stud. He's pretty keen to put the dog to stud, so Top Gun may even be his last race.
Oh, I hope that's not the case. I really dread having these great young dogs coming on the scene and doing so well and retired to stud so early. I suppose it's a bit of a catch-22. The connections don't want the dog to put in a bad run or to do anything to dampen his stud chances, but he's such a good dog. I'd just love to see him keep racing, and I love watching good dogs race.
All right, now the runner-up Bounty Lass, well, she's back to her best. The third dog, Spring Secret, they both come under Top Gun consideration. And earlier tonight, of course, we saw Monsters Inc. produce a monster performance.
It was an enormous performance. He just, I suppose, was a little bit uncharacteristic of him. He jumped sort of straight to the front, and that was it once he was away. And I really thought that the greyhound might have got in a bit of trouble from box 5, but that wasn't the case. He just showed what class he was. To run 29.64, well, he sure has done his Top Gun chance. It's a good thing.
It was a brilliant run, 29.64. Of course, down in Hobart tonight, we've had heats of the Hobart 1000. We've been keeping an eye on the results there, and the dog that we were tipping before the series, Nobody Knew, didn't let us down. He looks a real rising star. If Bombastic Shiraz is sent to stud, I think there's a ready replacement there for him.
Well, he showed early in his career, Nobody Knew, with his runs at Ballarat. I think he went something like 25-12, and he'd only had a couple of starts. He was like the young prodigy on the scene, and, well, he's been off the scene for a while with injury and things like that, but come back to his best. He hasn't lost anything, so watch out, Bombastic Shiraz. But it'd be good to see the two dogs go around. You know, next year you've got New Year's Cup coming up and the Australian Cup, all those things. It's just good to see good dogs run, and it's a shame if people do feel that they have to send them to stud early. I just like seeing them race. Yeah,
well, I guess Darren Cairns is going to have plenty of time to reflect after next week, and he may well change his mind, but at this stage he's sort of leaning towards a stud career.
Like I say, I'd love to see him keep racing, and he's such a good dog and a draw card as well. I mean, he's won about 5 or 6 on end now, and to win 3 feature races in such a short space of time, and the type of racing style he has of being a bit slow early and really charging home, he's just an exciting dog to watch. He doesn't have to begin, and they're the type of dogs that I think do draw crowds.
And just before we go tonight, the young lady who was officiating at the presentations throughout the night, and she carried the Melbourne Cup to the boxes just before the race, found out a bit about her, and hasn't Jeff Davies, the CEO here, got an eye for a good filly? But her name's Jackie Morris. Her father was former champion AFL player Kevin Morris. He played with the Richmond Tigers, a premiership player, and she has a younger brother who is about to make an impact on the AFL scene, so she comes from a pretty strong sporting background.
Oh, well, she's a stunning looking girl, and I'm saying that. She really is, and I thought I'm glad I'm not standing out there next to her tonight, because there wouldn't have been much of a match there. But
I didn't mind standing next to her out there tonight.
You know, and actually Dean wanted to be on that trapeze with her. I said she looked very good in a cat suit, so I think he was working on that, but don't know what's come of it. But I'm not into AFL at all. I really quite despise it. I like the cricket a lot better, so I won't even go there about AFL.
All right. We'll do it all again next Saturday night from the Meadows. I look forward to catching up with you then.
Yeah, bring on the Top Gun. It's going to be a good one.
And folks, hope you've enjoyed the coverage from Sandown tonight. We'll catch you soon.
Terrific, Dean. Great job. Dean Caparella, Simone Britton with all the action on Melbourne Cup Night 2003. The win